Hey guys, welcome back to the Stack Pack Show. We going all the way in today, right? Today's gonna be one of those episodes where I recap Uncle Herman coming through. He came through and burnt the stage up with that how to attain a high credit score with using AI. I'm gonna be chopping it up. I'm gonna be going in. I'm gonna be wanting you guys to listen. So, welcome to the show. Let's go.
I say, I'm sorry, I cannot feel my body. Yeah, I'm in the party, I'm up to shot tomorrow. Feeling awesome, made his way to the coffin. Yeah, they be a frosty, why I'm always so tired. Yeah, mama, I'm sorry, I cannot feel my body. Yeah, I'm in the party, I'm up to shot tomorrow. Feeling awesome, made his way to the coffin. Yeah, they be a frosty, why I'm always so tired. Yeah. I hate being sober, I'm a smoker, I'm not a drinker, but I'm on that water, guitar,
Told y'all, man, Stack Pack Show. Welcome back. We don't play no games. You know what I'm saying? On this episode, I'm gonna be talking a lot about, Uncle Herman, what he did for the community, the media mentorship. That he came through and laid it down. How to get that high credit score with using AI, man. I'm getting right into the clips. I'm gonna be playing some stuff from the community. Man, let's chop it up, man. Let's see what they were talking about, man.
What KB always say, you can be anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. So we definitely appreciate that. I'm definitely excited to learn. I'm just here to listen. If I have any questions, I'm definitely gonna ask, but I'm ready to get it. Let's go.
I appreciate that, JT, for those words as well. And of course, my brother Tony, he came here to support. If you guys were here on the last couple episodes, Tony was over here doing them Anthony Glenn money secrets. So we appreciate you too, Tony, for all the work that you're doing out there with the veterans and the 10X. Do you have any words before I pass it to Herman before we start the educational piece? Over to you, Tony.
Well, I'm here to support, man. If you want to be big, do it with people. If you want to grow far, make sure that you network with these people that are on stage because, you always want to be around people that know more than you. That way you can elevate your game as you elevate theirs. And another thing that I want to say, guys, while you're here, if you're in the listening lounge, click the little hand raising button so you guys can come on stage and actually speak. There's no reason. This is a digital networking space. Let me tell y'all something. I got an 8-figure deal off of Cardone Veterans right here off the app. Okay. But I didn't do it sitting in the audience and I didn't do it without supporting people. So listen, click the.
That's why I tell y'all, man, support is free. Support.
If you have a question, you can immediately unmute. And then also when you come on stage, what that does is it shows your support instead of just getting your information and running with it. So get as many people on stage as possible right now. Let's go.
Yeah. I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that.
Too much share.
Come on, man. Let's get it up. Let's get it up.
I'm on my Lindsay today. Mr. Herman ain't speaking till we at 10.
Let's get it started up.
She have you going with that.
I wanna, you know what I'm gonna do too. While we sharing, I'm gonna go to Lindsay and Steve too and see. I just want to get the room started up for Herman. I know he's ready to fire it up, but let's get these shares in. Lindsay, you got any starting words? I'm heating it up for Mojo. I'm gonna do a little different format. I'm going through everybody and seeing what, if they want to say anything before the educational piece come in, because I had Herman come in here and lay this down. So Lindsay, over to you, and then Steve or C, just before we start and everybody starts learning. Over to you.
Well, I mean, I got to meet Uncle Herman at XP Mentor last year at the summit, and I got to learn from him from the front row.
That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. We got so many people in the community. Like, wait till y'all start hearing this. So let's go.
Listen, I am smiling ear to ear. I feel like I'm back at XP Mentor in Miami, man. Talking to LV, talking to Stack, and the other people that were at the XP Mentor event live in Miami. That was the first time that I actually got to meet Stack. Me and Stack have been on this platform for nearly 3 years, or maybe over 3 years now, because I've hit the 3 years mark. And in that time, I want to say that this brother that's over mentor, y'all are in the right room. Because he's not only teaching you about marketing, digital marketing, NFT, he's teaching the things that he has done himself. So I truly want to thank my brother Stack for inviting me back to XP Mentor to be able to teach people the importance of being able to get your FICO score up there and then leverage that FICO score to get capital. The last speaker, LV, said something. I hope all of y'all heard and understood what she was saying. The object of having an optimized FICO credit score is to leverage that into the business world. Leverage that into the business world. So today I am going to talk to you and teach you how to leverage your FICO into the business world. But it starts with your FICO. So I'm going to break FICO down for you. I'm going to do all of those other things. Now, before I begin, you may be wondering who in the hell is jumped on this mic and is talking about a FICO. You know everything there is to know about FICO. And so who is he? So let me give you a brief background of me. So if you look at my bio, you're going to see a bunch of stuff. You're going to see that I have had the honor and privilege of amassing 7 college degrees in business with honors, right? Magna cum laude, summa cum laude, every laude you can think of. But I need you to listen to this. I could not get a dime off of those degrees. I could not walk into a bank, put the degrees on there and ask for maybe 100,000 per degree. No, it did not work like that. They congratulated me, but they didn't open the vaults for me. I needed to find a way of how to get these bankers to open the vault. If education wasn't enough, I'm a Marine, that wasn't enough. What is it to get these people to open the vaults? So what got them to open the vaults and then later me to open up multiple businesses using the system I'm going to teach you all today. I was able to open up multiple businesses, 4 CDL schools, trucking companies, staffing companies, real estate development companies, all using the same procedures, the same
I
system.
told y'all, Herman came in with that heat. Like, y'all gonna keep listening to these reclips because we pull all these from Clubhouse so that way you guys can get the full context of what's going on in Media Mentor. So let's keep going.
The stuff that I'm going to teach you today, it means more to me. I'm not going to lie to you because it changed my life. It changed my friend's life. It changed my son's life. And hopefully today we're going to get this to change your life as well. So I'm going to give you some education about FICO, but I'm going to give you
I need
something
them to
else.
get up in the chat, Herman. They gotta put some fire emojis up in the chat. Get up in the chat ASAP.
Run the room. Run the room. Make them
Put it
not
in the chat
engaged.
and share this
He's
out,
telling
man.
you
Ping
to
the
be
room up.
engaged. Access gives you what? Access is the key to everything. So do be lively, do be engaged. You heard my brother Tony earlier said that this model, this app, this digital app got him an 8-figure deal. He didn't keep his mouth closed. He participated. He was active. All right. Action equals access. So that's what we're talking about. Take some actions. Follow what Stack said. Put some emojis. Let's light this thing up. All right. So let's start this thing. My end goal is to be able to get you access to capital. All right, please understand that. Just having a nice FICO does not do anything. I was able to get over $1.2 million to be able to buy 6 $200,000 dump trucks using FICO in business. I was able to get a $5 million line of credit to be able to do real estate, to build new builds from the ground up. Guess what? Without a FICO score, I wouldn't have gotten anything. I wouldn't have gotten anything. I was able to take people off of Section 8 and welfare, get them $148,000 so they can open up businesses, they can buy a house of their own. I was able to help my own son. I tell people, my own son who had gotten into some problem with the federal government, criminal justice issues, he come home 6-7 years ago, and we was able to clean up his credit, get him access to $500,000. He never got in trouble again. So when I tell people that this thing works, I'm telling you from my own personal experience. It first saved me. It first saved me because I was on my way to work for Amazon for the next 40 years. I was on my way to work for Best Buy for the next 40 years. In somebody's business office as a business manager, that type of deal. This saved me when I was able to see how I can use my FICO and get access to more capital. So listen, if y'all hearing what I'm saying, put FICO in the chat. If you actually
Get up
understand
in there.
it,
Y'all hear it. Let's go,
put FICO
Herman.
in the chat. Put FICO in the chat. This is super important. I'm sitting up here telling you something controversial that my education, my military background didn't give me access to capital, but my FICO profile did. So FICO, put FICO in the chat because that's all you need. When I'm telling you that I got somebody on Section 8 and welfare money using their FICO, I got somebody came home from prison, right? My own flesh and blood got them access to capital using their FICO. So I'm sure that if you learn how to build up your FICO, you can do the same thing. They didn't close the doors behind me and my family and my clients. It is the system that we live in. It's absolutely the system that we live in. So let me see how many FICOs that we have here. in the chat and let me recognize a few people that actually participate. Oh, we got more than a few people here. We got Manietta, LV, Queen, Coach, Mojo, JT Funk, KB, Coach Zed, Rosie, KB again, Stephen Mack, the stack with the pack, KB, Tracy. Oh, y'all live. Y'all absolutely live. So let me take y'all through this. Get y'all paper and pencil. I'm going to take you down
Grab
there.
the pins.
That's what I'm talking
Y'all
about.
better
Grab your
buckle
paper
up.
and pencil
Buckle
because
up.
I don't know if they got. Oh, yes. Okay, so this is what I want y'all to think about. That FICO profile is the most important financial asset that you're going to own. I'm going to say it again. I've used that FICO profile to be able to amass millions of dollars in loans, and so can you, because it's just a profile. So let me give you a little history about FICO real quick. FICO was invented in the 50s by a guy named Fair and a guy named Isaac. So that's where FICO come from. Fair for the FI for the Isaac Company, FICO. FICO was started in the 50s, but they did not catch fire. They didn't catch fires to the 90s. In the 90s, they was able to catch fires because the FHA and other real estate government entities, right? They said that you had to have a FICO score of such and such to be able to get approved for a real estate loan through them. So say it again. They didn't really catch fire until the government stepped in and said that you, in order to buy real estate, and them for them to back the real estate, you needed to have a FICO of a such and such. So that's when FICO became, I'm going to say, countrywide. It was all over the country. Everybody developed it because the government said that you had to have a FICO score of X, Y, and Z. That's how they really caught fire. Now, what is FICO? FICO runs between 300 and 850 points. Between 380, 850 points. That FICO is broken down to 5 different parts. I'm going to say it again. FICO is broken down to 5 different parts. So when you're looking at your credit profile, looking at your FICO profile, they're going to assign a percent to every part. For an example, FICO said it is super important for you to be able to pay your bills on time. So they give you 35% of your FICO score between 300 and 850. 35% of it has to do with your history of on-time payments. I'm going to say this again. Your history of on-time payments. That is 35% of your credit score. The next 30% of your credit score has to do with how much that you owe. For an example, your utilization. If you got a credit card on your file and it's a 10,000 limit and you run up 9,000 of it, that's going to hurt your FICO score. They prefer you to use less than 30%, with 6 to 10% being the sweet spot. So just understand what I'm saying. There's 2 parts of the FICO that carries 65% of your FICO score, has to do with your history of on-time payments, right? And the second part has to do with that you don't owe a lot of money. So just those 2 parts of that FICO algorithm carry 65% of your score. 65% of your score. So right now, I tell people that what we've done is that we adopted artificial intelligence. We've adopted artificial intelligence to help us with the first 35% to remove any derogatory marks on your credit profile. Any derogatory marks on your credit profile. So what my staff is going to do inside the chat, no, you don't even have to go inside the chat. If everybody go to the link above my head, go to the link above my head. If you go to the link above my head and you scroll down, you're going to hear how well AI worked on these people's FICO. How well AI worked on these FICOs. We have at least 6 testimonies from people who are sitting in the audience just like you who decided to try AI. The first guy, he is from Maryland. This guy right here, when you press on his video, he's going to show you, he's going to turn his computer around and show you that his points went up over 200 points using AI to increase his FICO.
I told y'all gotta get in tune to these rooms. Get in tune with the media mentorship. Tap in with Stack Pack Media, localstack.com. Herman, we appreciate you, man. It was nothing but gems. Nothing but gems. Tap into us on Media Mentors on Clubhouse. We love you guys. We're going to continue to trailblaze. Continue. Set it on fire. Big Stack Pack. Stack Pack.